The galactic visitors fell mute as humanity's battleship arrived. The Zephyrian Council chamber had never hosted such a diverse assembly. Representatives from 47 different species filled the crystalline amphitheater, their various forms, creating a symphony of colors, textures, and bioluminescent displays. The air hummed with translated conversations as the galaxy's most advanced civilizations gathered for what many believed would be the final diplomatic summit. Ambassador Kepher of the hegemony stood at the central podium, his forearms gesturing dramatically as holographic displays showed fleet movements across contested sectors. The Void Devourers have consumed 12 systems in the past cycle. His translator rendered his chittering speech in the standard Galactic. Our combined fleets have failed to stop even a single hive ship. We face extinction. Murmurs of agreement rippled through the assembly. The crystalline collective's representative pulsed a deep blue of despair, while the gaseous ethereals dimmed their luminescence to express solidarity with the grim assessment. Perhaps, interjected the Synthary, Delegate, her metallic voice carrying no emotion, it is time to consider alternative solutions. The evacuation protocols, abandoning half the galaxy, is not a solution. The Ursine Federation's ambassador slammed a massive paw against his console. There must be another way. As debates erupted across the chamber, a junior technician from the monitoring corps approached the podium with hesitant steps. Kepher noticed the young being's nervous energy and gestured for silence. "What is it, technician?" The small, gray-skinned operator's voice trembled. "Sir, we're detecting an unscheduled arrival. A single vessel emerging from quantum slit space at the system's edge." Kepher's compound eyes focused on the technician. "Species identification? That's the problem, sir. The ship doesn't match any known configuration in our databases." "But the quantum signature." The technician paused, checking his readings again. "It's from the Sol system." A sudden hush fell over the assembly. Even the constant background hum of environmental systems seemed to quiet as every being present processed the implications. "Impossible," whispered the vegan philosopher king. The humans were classified as a pre-warp species. Their technology barely extends beyond their own moon. The Zephyrian commander pulled up the sensor readings on the main display. The image that appeared caused several representatives to involuntarily step back. The vessel was unlike anything in their experience, angular where their ships were, curved, brutal where theirs were elegant. It measured nearly 2 kilometers in length, its dark hull bristling with unknown protrusions and energy signatures that made their most advanced scanners struggle to maintain a lock. "How did they," began the aquatic collective speaker, but was interrupted as communication arrays across the station suddenly activated. A voice, unmistakably human, filled the chamber with its flat, matter-of-fact tone. "This is Admiral Sarah Chun of the Earth Defense Force battleship Indomitable. We understand you're having some trouble with bug-like entities eating your planets. We're here to help." The silence that followed was so complete that the slight vibration of the station's rotation became audible. Kepher found his voice first. "Human vessel, this is Ambassador Kepher of the Galactic Council. We ... We're not aware your species possess faster-than-light capability. We didn't until 3 months ago. Funny how imminent extinction tends to accelerate research and development." There was something in the human's voice, not arrogance, exactly, but an absolute certainty that sent chills through the assembled diplomats. "We intercepted your communications about the Void Devourers. Took us 6 weeks to crack your encryption, another 2 to understand your languages, and 4 more to build this ship." The Synthary delegate processed this information with mechanical precision. "Impossible. Our quantum encryption requires centuries of mathematical advancement to—" "Your quantum encryption uses a base 12 mathematical framework with 17-dimensional matrices," Admiral Chun interrupted. "Elegant, but predictable once you account for crystalline-based thinking patterns. We prefer a more ... chaotic approach." On the display, the human battleship began moving toward the inner system with impossible grace for something so massive. Energy readings spiked as unknown systems came online. Admiral, Kefla's voice carried a note of desperation. While we appreciate any assistance, you must understand the magnitude of the threat. The Void Devourers have consumed entire armadas. They adapt to our weapons, learn our tactics. What? Could one ship possibly? He was cut off as proximity alarms began blaring throughout the station. On the tactical display, 12 massive signatures had appeared at the system's edge. Void Devourer scouts, their organic hulls pulsing with bioluminescent hunting patterns. Panic erupted in the council chamber. The ethereals flickered out, entirely in terror, while the crystalline collective's representative began resonating at frequencies that indicated pure fear. All vessels, this is Admiral Chun. You might want to step back and observe. This will be educational. The human battleship altered course, moving to intercept the Void Devourer formation with what could only be described as enthusiasm. As it approached, sections of its hull began to unfold like a predatory flower, revealing weapon systems that defy conventional understanding of physics. What happened next will be studied in military academies across the galaxy for generations. The human ship didn't fire energy beams or launch missiles. Instead, it began to sing, not audibly, but across every electromagnetic spectrum, a complex harmony of overlapping frequencies that seemed to resonate with reality itself, the void. Devourers, for the first time in recorded history, hesitated. Their adaptive biotech, designed to counter any threat, seemed unable to process what they were experiencing. In that moment of confusion, the indomitable struck. The weapons weren't just advanced, they were conceptually different. Streams of manipulated matter tore through space-time itself, while gravitational anomalies turned the enemy's own mass against them. Within minutes, all 12 scout ships had been reduced to their component atoms. In the stunned silence that followed, Admiral Chun's voice returned to the comm channel. Threat eliminated. We'll be establishing patrol routes around your core systems while you evacuate civilian populations from the outer territories. Oh, and council members? You might want to update your databases. Humanity isn't a pre-warp species anymore. As the council members watched the human battleship disappear into quantum slipspace to hunt down the remaining Void Devourers, one thought echoed through every mind present. Perhaps extinction wasn't inevitable after all. The humans had arrived, and with them, hope had returned to the galaxy.